Head slate, June 3rd, 1999. Walt Disney Studios, Stage B, dat number 84, quarter-inch number 84A, sequence 5, AP 1551, take 1.
We're always looking for a way to make the dialogue sound more natural or more conversational or funnier or more interesting or unique to that character. And when you have someone like Michael in the room whose own personality is so unique, anything that he does to make the line more his just gives us a more believable character on screen.
When you're voicing, you do things that you don't get to do when you're acting. In other words, you don't have to worry about what you look like when you're trying to find the right emotion or the right reaction for a scene or for a moment, so that you can really kind of just contort yourself almost to get that noise, that sound that you want, or that reaction that you want. And it's a lot of fun.
Thus enabling the kidnap and/or murder of the royal family. Not to mention personally delivering the most powerful force known to man into the hands of a mercenary nutcase who's probably gonna sell it to the Kaiser. Have I left anything out?
That was a difficult scene. Michael J. Fox gave an incredible performance. And so wanting to animate something that is worthy to his vocal performance and then takes it beyond was a real challenge.
He's got a quality to his voice, or it's like kind of a youthful exuberance. I mean, he's our age, you know. He's like 37, 38 years old. He still comes across, you know, real young and enthusiastic, which is a quality we wanted in Milo.
By the way, you know, we were never properly introduced. My name's Milo.
My name is Kiragakash.
Kiramashnaga. Hey, you got a nickname?
Kida. I've been doing cartoons since I was 12, but now I'm 30 years old and I finally get to work on a Disney cartoon. It's worth the wait. I have some questions for you, and you are not leaving this city until they are answered. A little headstrong, firecracker, very cool character. At first, she's very curious about Milo. I'm sure he's really, really interesting, and I think he annoys her a little bit, and that kind of fascination, and then also annoyance.
Kita?
You do swim, do you not? What's up? You know how to swim or what?
I remember meeting Cree the first time. She kept me very off balance because she's a little bit wild. She's very playful and open, and it intimidated me a little bit, to be honest, when I first met her. And I realized, boy, that's Kita when Milo first meets her. You know, Kita's intimidating. So I played on that.
If these outsiders can unlock the secrets of our past, perhaps we can save our future.
What they have to teach us, we have already learned.
Leonard Nimoy, he's so professional and deep, and he would go, so, he's 1,500 years old, okay? And he would change, and you could just, you know, it would smell moldy and dusty as he would go. He just had so rich character with this thing.
We vowed to eliminate all knowledge of the crystal and swore never to use it again. As it grew, it developed a consciousness of its own.
I'm watching him, and I'm looking at him going, wow.
Return to your people. You must leave Atlantis at once.
Oh, Your Majesty, be reasonable.
The voice of Rourke is James Garner, which is, you know, my mother just idolizes me now because of James Garner's doing the voice. He does a great job.
It's kind of an irresistible temptation to use James Garner because he also has this, you know, great history of action pictures and westerns and war movies that he's been a part of. So this type of role and this type of movie kind of fits him like a glove.
I'd do it in a heartbeat. I know I'm forgetting something. I got the cargo, the crystal crew. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's definitely an ensemble piece. It's always hard to do when you've got 10, 12 people that you're bringing together, so the directors did a wonderful job.
Mr. Whitmore.
John Mahoney does these just wild vocal peaks and valleys where he'll be speaking calmly about one thing for a moment and then
just turn on a dime.
Yeah, turn on a dime and be laughing like a maniac and, you know, doing yoga.
Finest explorer I ever met. Preston Whitmore.
Pleasure to meet you, Milo. Join me in a little yoga.
There's something so freeing and so much fun about doing voice work, and it just allows you to be so outrageous and so big and you know, you constantly have it drilled into you that less is more. But when you're doing animation, you know, less is less, and less is boring, and more is much more fun. And it's great to just be able to blow that out.
What are we standing around for? We got work to do.
But Mr. Whitmore, you know, in order to do what you're proposing, you're gonna need a crew.
Got 'em all, the best of the best. Audrey Ramirez. Don't let her age fool you. We got more about engines than you and I'll ever know.
It looks like the rotor's shot. I'm gonna have to pull a spare from one of the trucks.
Can I?
No toques nada. I'll be right back. She's tomboy. She's very in touch with her masculine side. Yeah, thank you very much. Shut up. So I think she thinks she could take him down. For flinching. She could, you know what I'm saying? So I think she likes to tease him and give him a hard time in the beginning. Am I in the right ballpark? I felt like a little kid again. It's great. It's like you pop in and do a couple hours and you just want it to go more. Well, I took this job when my dad retired, but the funny thing was, he always wanted sons, right? One to run his machine shop and the other to be middleweight boxing champion. But he got my sister and me instead.
What's Mole's story?
I am Moliere, and he loves the dirt.
What's it doing in my bed?
You ask too many questions. Who are you? Who sent you? Speak up.
Me?
When you find a character and a certain magic happens, and the character seems to just leap out of you.
Someone needs to talk to that girl.
I will go.
Someone with good people skill.
I will do it.
Someone who won't scare her away.
I volunteer.
Someone who can speak the language.
For the good of the mission, I will go.
It all works best for me when I'm just in a room with these wonderful people, and we're all enjoying ourselves, and I'm making funny voices and trying to throw myself into the scene and feel like I'm in this make-believe world.
Money. Money. Money.
I'm going to say, money.
Don Novello is a really gifted improvisational artist, and he's brought kind of a quality to this character that's very hard to describe because it's very much coming from Don.
Don Novello came in and read his lines. He would look at the sheet and he would read the line that was written once and he never read it again. And he just went off, and we never used the written line. We just used his improvs the whole movie.
He got turned on to explosives by having a Chinese laundry next door to his flower shop blow up one day. And this, this excited him. I guess there was this leak next door of a gas or what. Boom! No more Chinese laundry. Blew me right through the front window. It was like a sign from a god.
This is Phil Morris.
Hey!
Hello, Phil.
Don.
How you doing?
Nice
Nice to meet you.
Phil's playing Dr. Sweet.
I'm Sweet.
Okay.
Vinny.
Vinny.
Vinny in the same shot.
Phil Morris was, his voice delivery was very, very rapid fire. That was one of the challenges of keeping this character believable.
Nice, isn't it? The catalog says that this little beauty can saw through a femur in 28 seconds. I bet I can cut that time in half.
When he talks really, really fast, and we have to draw all those mouth movements, and it's not going this slow, it's going really, really fast.
Oh, no, really.
So, where you from? Really? I have family up that way. Beautiful country up there. You do any fishing?
Oh.
Me? I hate fishing. I hate fish. Hate the taste, hate the smell, and hate all them little bones. Little bones.
When he's happy, he's really happy.
Milo! I can't say it too loud.
When he's solemn, he's real solemn. You know, there's no kind of middle ground with him. He's a very extreme character.
Oh, don't forget to eat the head. That's where all the nutrients are.
The magma has solidified in the bowels of the volcano, effectively blocking the exit.
I got the same problem with sauerkraut.
That's great. Now we have another alternate. I got the same problem with chipped beef.
Chipped beef.
We're gonna keep trying this till it's funny.
She's very cynical. We're all gonna die. And very secure, and she just feels that she does her job. And when she's not busy, she does anything she wants, including talk to her girlfriend on the telephone about recipes and things like that, and how to catch a man.
Milo James Thatch.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
I came down the chimney. Ho, ho, ho. My name is Helga Sinclair. I'm acting on behalf of my employer, who has a most intriguing proposition for you. Are you interested? I'd be. Sorry.
She's rather sensual when you first meet her, and I like to think that she looks a little like Veronica Lake, but that's just me. She's quite striking, actually. I was pleasantly surprised when I saw her. You know, I'd hate to, you know, go through all this and find out my character's a toad, you know? I'd be like, oh, great, that's how you see me.
The men need the 4 basic food groups.
I got you 4 basic food groups: beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard.
It's once in a lifetime you get to work with a comedian like Jim Varney, and I think when I think of Jim, I think he's not only a comedian that people know as Ernest or Slinky Dog, or now as Cookie, but what most people didn't know is he was this really smart, intelligent, sensitive man underneath this facade of wackiness. And it was sad to a degree that he didn't get a chance to see Atlantis as a finished film, but we did get a chance to show him clips along the way, and every time he came into the studio, we showed him little bits of what his animation was, and of course, he loved it.
That was really sad, the fact that he knew that he was not going to be able to see this film before he has passed away.
Go on, baby, dance.
He did a bang-up job doing the voice work, knowing the fact that he was never going to see his last performance.
Kirk and Gary did a fantastic job bringing this great ensemble cast of voice actors that lent their spirit and their souls to the characters in Atlantis.
Maybe that's why they're into animation. Maybe it's just that childhood that they never quite gave up.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the work. I enjoyed working with all these people who were so good.
It's been a long time and a lot of work, but it's been worth it.